Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Healthy Schools. This is lesson 6 called Rainbow of Color. But before we get going with lesson 6, let's think back to lesson 5. What did we learn in lesson 5? Well, it was all about the heart, and we learned that the heart is a muscle. And we learned that we can make that muscle stronger by exercising. We also talked about how to find our pulse and how to raise our heart rate through aerobic activity. We also talked about the importance of getting at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Before we keep going with this lesson, once again we're going to review back to a previous lesson. And once again we're coming back to My Plate. So I have a question for you. Do you remember about what percentage of My Plate was made up of fruits and vegetables? Well, hopefully that was an easy one for you because it's about 50%. 50% of My Plate is made up of fruits and vegetables. And that's going to lead us into our lesson today because we're going to be talking about the important micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals that we can get from a healthy diet of fruits and vegetables. Who remembers what a micronutrient is? Well, the definition of a micronutrient are nutrients required in smaller amounts by the body. Vitamins and minerals are both classified as micronutrients. So we know that the word micro means small. Before we talked about macronutrients, and those are the bigger quantities that our bodies take in, like carbohydrates, fats, and protein. But micronutrients are just as important as macronutrients. We just need them in smaller amounts. Vitamin C would be an example of a micronutrient that you've probably already heard of. Key with micronutrients is to get a variety of them from our diet. And to do that, we need to eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. So fruits and vegetables are plants. So we're going to talk about another cool word. Has anybody ever heard the word phytochemical? Well, if you haven't, let's break it down into two parts, and I bet you can figure out what it means. What does the prefix phyto mean? Well, phyto comes from the Greek origin of the word plant. So when we hear phyto, we know that means plant. And then we also know what a chemical is. Chemical is the second part of the word. So we're talking about plant chemicals. Now these are the good kind of chemicals, the kind of chemicals that get in our body and do good things for us. So a phytochemical are little chemical substances found in plants that protect our bodies from disease. So once again, a really good and important chemical for our body. And so there are thousands of different kinds of phytochemicals, and the only way to get all of them is to eat a big variety of fruits and vegetables. One piece of fruit may contain up to 900 different phytochemicals. Now the color of the fruit really matters. The deeper the color of fruit, the darker the color of the fruit, the more phytochemicals it has. First lesson activity, you're going to need this vitamins and minerals chart. It looks just like this. Your teacher can either provide that for you, or if you're working from home, try to get that in front of you by downloading it or printing it off. Once you have that ready, I'll see you in the next section to work on this activity.